Hi guys, just Tim from TJ Pildo on 4x4. I'm just doing a quick video today on bunk van tow buses. And this is from experience. I've been through all this, picking a vehicle to tow a bunk van, Viterra of 2,900 kilos, and we upped the ATM to 4,000 kilos just to give us more payload and what can actually tow it after that. I went through, Y62s, all the common tow buses, which are fine for 3.5 tonne. But once you get over that, they're just no good. So they can't do it. You haven't got a 4-tonne brake towing upgrade for a lot of them. These are some of the vehicles that do. Bear in mind too that, and I'm sorry for my handwriting, I will do a blog on our website, tjpildo.com, with this information on it as well. You can also buy second-hand vehicles that have had 4-tonne towing upgrades done on them. For example, the 200 series Cruiser is probably the biggest one you'll see available. So at the moment, there's 4-tonne towing upgrades coming for a 300 series Land Cruiser and the next gen Ranger. So you can tow up to 4-tonne with those vehicles with a brake towing upgrade that's coming out around about March, April 2024, and maybe a little bit later for the 300 series. So in 2024, there will be upgrades out for them. Now the catch is in Tasmania, those upgrades must be fitted pre-registration. So if you've already got your next gen Ranger or your 300 series, it's no good to you. You've got to get another one, unfortunately. Whether that might change in years to come, I don't know. But they're vehicles that can do it with the weight. Whether they can pull them or not, I'm not going to go down that path at the moment. We'll do that in another video. And as I said, we have experience here in doing these things. We've towed vehicles, I've caravanned, other guys in the workshop caravan. So yeah, 300 series and next gen are probably your base 4-tonne towing vehicles. A lot of people look at Ram 1500s, and the new Ford Australia sold F-150s for towing 4-tonne. The problem is with both those vehicles, they have very small payloads, same as Silverados. Now, there are some GVM upgrades in the pipeline for those. Lovels will have a Silverado upgrade, hopefully out sometime this year. Lovels will also have a DT Ram upgrade out at some point this year, and they'll also have hopefully an F-150 one out later in the year. So those vehicles towards the end of the year will work. At the moment, the Australian sold Ram 1500s, Silverado 1500s, and Ford F-150s have only got 700-800 kilos of payload. So they're useless. They can't tow 4-tonne. They're all right for 3.5, maybe. But yeah, they drop the ball on the American trucks when it comes to that. So that's why they're not up here. 79 series Cruiser can't tow 4-tonne. There's no 4-tonne towing upgrade for it. You wouldn't want to put 4-tonne behind it. So that's why that's not up there. Great import, F-Trucks, and Ram 1500s and Silverados 1500s. Potentially can do it. I've got a grey import F-150, but I've got 1,250 kilos of payload, and that's because they're ordered differently with different specs. So when I say grey imports, you're not going to walk into a Ford Australia dealer and get a grey import. You're looking at places like Harrison F-Trucks, VDC, AusMV, and things like that for these vehicles, and you've got to check every vehicle individually for their payloads because it depends what boxes were ticked at the factory. Other options are Ram 2500, Ram 3500, F250s and 350s, obviously, and trucks, and Silverado 2500s as well. They're other options, but they're bigger vehicles, so you might have trouble parking in spaces like that. And then you've got trucks like Hinos and things like that. But at the moment, these are probably the two main ones. Going into the F-150 Silverado 1500 and Ram 1500 DTs later in the year when upgrades are available for them. Anything other than that, it can't tow 4-tonne. Guys, it just can't do it. So, as I said, Ram 1500 at the moment, no. You can get GVM upgrades, which will push them up at the moment, but they're crazy expensive. There's some more coming out in the pipeline. Thanks, guys.